All right, we are live in Boston at the CCM Hockey House.
Look at these
fire jerseys.
Name on the front. On that tight.
Name on the front.
Name on the front is hell of a lot more important than the one on the back.
But they got the ones in the back.
Yeah, and actually the ones on the back are pretty
Also,
important. Actually,
is this your number?
I wore it in college, not growing up.
Because when Lucas sent me the picture of you and it was
So it's custom?
Like, does Johnny have a custom jersey?
I can't believe it's not 66.
Oh, yeah.
You bitch.
Got chirped way too hard. Can't wear that number again.
Yeah, that was not. I mean, dude, when people in the cheap seats were yelling at us at the Chicklets Cup, I was like, oh, I can never.
And I was
wear
like,
a
yes,
custom
yell at
number.
him, dude.
This
is ridiculous.
But yeah, we're coming to you live from the CCM Hockey House. We have a very special episode today because we're having Jonny Lazarus co-host the whole episode with us. We got Will Smith of the BC Eagles, draft pick of the San Jose Sharks, coming on the pod later. We're going to get into all the fun stuff per usual.
And this setting is wild. Check our stories. Check Laz's story. This house is ridiculous, dude.
Oh my God. Get on the
drive in.
socials.
It's like a palace. It's incredible.
It's just like a beautiful house.
It's a guy's home. He lives here.
Yeah.
His toothbrush is in there.
This has got to be up there with the best ODR of all time.
For sure.
I
Yep.
mean, you'll see it on all our socials. Check out CCM Hockey socials to look at all the magic going on here. But this place is unbelievable.
Yep. I'm going to lace him up as soon as we finish.
Yeah, and I've never felt more home.
Also,
it's like
Oh, sorry, for me, first time in CCM wheels out there.
they're
Felt good in the
gas.
seat.
Hey, something to
They're
think about.
so
Something to
good.
think about. Yeah.
Unbelievable. But let's jump right into this episode,
Yep.
dude. I mean, this is like, first of all, really exciting to have Johnny. I mean, he is the third empty netter.
Yeah.
My day
But-
twos.
Yes.
Day
Our
two.
Damn
day
right.
twos,
Damn
but
right.
like, here we are doing a full episode together. This is really nice.
I'm thrilled.
You said that you wanted to hit us with something right off the bat.
Well, so you guys texted me, or I texted you earlier this week about coming on the pod, and you were like, actually, we can't record with you anymore. And I thought you were dead serious because the Rangers were buzzing. So I said, like, can't wait to record. Rangers 9-0-1 in the last 10. And you guys were like, oh, we can't actually record with you anymore. And I thought you were dead serious.
Oh yeah, no, it's just,
So
it's just pulling your
when you were
leg.
like, be ready at 8, I was like, oh, I didn't even know I was going on.
Like, listen, I know. Oh wow, you thought?
Yes, dude, that's what I'm saying.
This
You-
moment.
Yeah.
Till this moment.
Oh, wow,
Chris texted
okay.
me, be ready to go at 8, and I was on the ice.
Oh shit.
He goes, oh,
And you
okay.
took
And I
the
was
wheels
like,
off.
Took the wheels off.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, dude, here's the deal. When the Rangers are buzzing, you're buzzing, and I can't have you riding too high.
Dan was just trying to cut you down.
I needed to bring
He
you
was.
back down to earth. Yeah. It's unbelievable. All right, what do we got?
Let's
We
get
gotta
right into some hot ice because
Yeah.
we're on a time crunch. Hot ice. Here's the first thing I want to talk to you guys about. I saw it today. I was scrolling hockey Twitter, and it was like Kris Letang 1 point away from 700 career points. And I was like, oh, that's a sick achievement. I wonder what he is all time. Actually, do you have any guesses where he ranks all time?
Ooh.
He's blank number in defenseman points all time.
Okay, so he's about to hit 700.
How many games?
So here's a good.
I can tell you,
Here's a little good fact.
1,019 games played.
Okay, so here's a good fact for us. Was looking at this with the first timers in the 2024 Hall of Fame induction class. Shea Weber, over 1,000 games. I think he had something like 584 points. So Weber is a great, Hall of Fame potential player.
Yep.
But Letang's such an offense.
Never had
like
the
Weber's
never had
slap
the
shot,
points.
but
So I'm gonna say he is top. He's definitely top 30.
I was gonna say his 30 is stretch. 30 was like my benchmark.
I think top 30. I'd guess he's sitting at like 27 all time.
Incredible guesses. Do you want to get more specific, or are you happy with top 30?
I'm happy with 27.
27?
Yeah.
26th all time.
Oh my god, dude!
Sweet.
Okay, so he's 1,019 games, 1 point away from 700.
These are the moments where I need the listeners to know I did not know. That.
Yeah.
That was actually just
Redmond's in Dan's ear. He's like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's 26.
Dan?
26. Don't get it right though. Get one off and they'll believe you.
Yeah.
It's like when you cheat on a test in high school or something. Like
gotta
get one
get a-
wrong on purpose.
Yeah. A minuses.
The
A
professor
minuses all
sees
day.
The test of the person you're sitting right next to, you have all the same answers, and you're like, "We studied
Gotta
together."
switch one
I
up.
don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so first, a funny stat for you guys.
Yeah.
Every defenseman ever with over 700 points is also over 1,000 games. Okay, except for two guys. One, Erik Karlsson, 934 games, 776 points.
Wow.
Sick. And two,
The fact, I'm sorry, as a defenseman, the fact that he's already creeping on 800 and he's
Yeah.
going to play at least, 4 more years,
Probably.
5 more years?
yeah, and he's only at 934. Like to accumulate that many points, you have to play over 1,000 games if you're a
Insane.
D-man, except for Karlsson.
Plus minus though.
Ooh, yeah, not good. And the other one with 915 points is Bobby Orr in 657 games.
I don't think,
Good league.
yeah. But I don't think people our age acknowledge how good Bobby
That's
Orr was.
I definitely don't appreciate it.
I mean,
Like,
he was insane.
So insane. Okay, so the reason I brought this up, Letang, 26th overall points defenseman and climbing, right? He's going to catch he's like a few points away from a few guys. Where do you guys have him as a defenseman all time? Like we're ranking
Tanger?
Yeah, like he's 26 in points. But is he the 26th best defenseman to ever live?
I mean, also think about like the
Yeah.
adversity that guy dealt with too, right? Like,
Yes,
he had
dude.
2 strokes, didn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
insane.
like,
It's
I can
insane.
hit you with some guys. Like, I have the top 40 points of defensemen, and like guys behind him, right?
Uh-huh.
Chris Pronger, Zdeno Chara, Victor Hedman,
like right off the bat,
Duncan
right there,
Keith, Drew Doughty. I'm like,
yeah.
Duncan Keith and Z stick out to me, especially there. Of like, are they above him?
Even Doughty.
Yeah, absolutely. Even Doughty.
but Tanger is
Does
dope.
Tanger have a Norris?
He has to have one. He
I
has
actually,
to.
I don't know. I think he has to too.
He
but
has
I'm
to
not
have
sure
one.
about it. Look that up.
Yeah.
I
checking.
think.
Continue discussing.
I think, and this is going to sound when we just say he's the 27th all time. This is going to sound disrespectful. He's no question about a top 50.
Yeah.
The question is he in that top like 35? I think he's not necessarily top 30, but he might be top 30.
Does the resume help too? Like 3 cups?
Absolutely.
know?
Absolutely. 3 cups.
No Norris.
I think
No
no Norris.
Norris.
Okay. I think the adversity is
Two
100%.
cups. 2 cups.
2, 3.
Oh, he wasn't on the first team?
He definitely was on the 09
Yeah.
team.
He was on the 09 and 16, but that's all he has. I think he might have
Oh,
missed
he was
that
hurt
season.
for 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
was
that
hurt.
doesn't matter. He still gets that
but I
cup.
think he like wasn't on the team.
Yeah, I don't know if he played.
Like, it's not like he was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
injured for the play. I think he was like,
Wow, you're
Yeah.
telling me his name is not on that cup?
That's a crazy fun fact.
That
That
is a
is
crazy
not very
fact.
fun.
yeah, it's
Not
actually
very
very
Yeah,
unfun.
it's super unfun.
Unfun fact.
That is a crazy fact, though. If his name's not on that cup, that is so
That
we
sucks.
got to call somebody.
Well, because you
about that.
think
Oh my-
Letang, Malkin, Crosby. I don't know why I put Crosby 3rd in that list, but
that sounds about
you
right.
think you think Letang, Malkin, Crosby. It's like, oh, they all won those cups together,
Yeah.
and then
But yeah, he was
That's
injured
crazy.
that entire year.
yeah.
I guess.
That's insane. Okay, so no Norris. Battled through so much adversity.
Yeah.
I'm giving him 3 cups. Maybe the NHL isn't, but I'm giving him 3
respect
cups
that.
because he's part of building the culture of that
Yep.
team. He was obviously around the team. I'm willing to say he's top. He's certainly top 40 for me.
Top 40 defenseman of
top
all time.
35 is where I think I'm not positive.
It's
But
so
then there's the question: like, are we definitely putting the guys who have 26 more points, the 26 guys who have more points than him, are they definitely better than him? Not really.
well.
Good question. I mean, they're studs.
I know that right now that there's people who would die on the hill that Tanger's better than Carlson.
Here's a good one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Brent Burns.
Yeah, like that's tough. I mean,
Better than Tang?
I think Tanger's better than Brent
definitely
Burns.
better resume, better hardware.
Brent Burns, 844 points, 14th all time.
Insane.
Didn't he play forward for a bit?
Oh, good
In Minnesota?
question. Good question.
He did.
Yeah.
I think he was a forward in
He
Minnesota.
was a forward in
But
Minnesota.
how many
early in
points
his-
was he
but
racking up
Yeah,
there?
he wasn't putting up like 80 points
Fair.
seasons.
Fair.
And he
But I was
that's
going
a-
to say,
but
here's
that's
the
a good
twist
one.
to that question too. There's so many active defensemen right now that
that are coming hard.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
like, where do you rank? Are those guys ranked yet? Or
Like, is
no?
Kale
Yeah.
already better
That's
than
what I'm
him?
saying.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm like,
You
yeah.
know?
You are better
Penguins
than
fans are going to hate us right now.
I think they might agree.
Yeah. How could you not, dude? So that's
That's a tough question.
That's an interesting
But
one
it
for
is
me.
one of those things. Like, if God forbid anything happened to some of these young guys
Yeah.
and their career stopped right now,
Yeah.
in 10 years, we would go, Tanger's better.
That's always a great question, Dan. Because I used to say that all the time, where it's like, people are like, Cale Makar's a fucking lock Hall of Famer already,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this already? If he literally
There's no
quit
way.
tomorrow, he would
Literally
not
no
make the
chance.
Hall of Fame. I don't think.
I mean, he's won everything.
I know, but still,
Besides, like, an
it's
Olympic
2
gold.
years. You know, I think they'd be
But
like, you can't be in the
still-
Hall of Fame.
He's won every trophy already.
He's literally has.
Every single
Well,
one.
not he hasn't won the Hart.
Okay, fair. But he's won
but
a
everything
Calder.
else.
He's won Norris. He's won a
Calder,
Cup.
Norris,
He's won a Conn
Cup,
Smythe.
and a Conn
Yeah.
Smythe, which is enormous.
and he won the Hobie, right?
And a World Junior.
And the World Junior.
And a Hobie.
He's in the
won
Hall. He's in the Hall.
Yeah, he's in the.
No, but I really don't think they would.
Newsflash, Cale Makar is a Hall of Fame player.
Cale Makar could drop dead tomorrow and he'd be elected
He's
into
in
the Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's crazy.
where do we net out? Top 40?
Top 40.
Top 40.
We think he's
Yeah.
a top 40
Yeah, I think he's a
defenseman.
top 40 D-man of all time.
Okay, add us if you disagree, but
Yeah.
I like that call.
Yeah.
Top 40.
All right, switching up the big Bo Horvat return last night.
Yeah.
I made a lot of money on that game, by the way. Did you get rid
Oh, no.
I had the Canucks in regulation, dude.
Yes, dude. So I did a little
Killer.
live bet when they were losing. Took their money line. I was like, "There's no
what's
way."
the
I'll-
three-way bet?
That's regulation.
That just means regulation. Okay.
Yeah. It's like soccer, right? Like if it's ends in a draw, then you lose.
Yeah. So the big news is Bo Horvat, playing for the Islanders, made his first return back to Vancouver. Literally was crying on the ice during the tribute, by the way. Islanders, 23rd best team
They suck.
in the league at
5, 6,
5-6-4. Canucks second best at 12-3-1. Great tribute.
Yes.
He was obviously incredibly emotional. Very mixed reviews from the fans. I don't know if anyone caught. Like,
I actually didn't. I only saw the video and him crying.
There was a lot of booze going on for him. And the question is, like, what do you guys think? Do you think Bo wanted out of Vancouver?
Can you remind me, or does anyone know? I can't remember if he was like trade me or if that was like a shock.
I'm pretty sure he wanted out.
I thought
it
that
felt
too.
to me like what the story was the contract talks were going nowhere.
Yeah.
Which to me always feels like, I mean, he was the captain of that team.
Yeah.
If he wanted to stay, they could have figured it out.
And their whole culture last year was so messed up. Like, they had
Yes.
Bruce Boudreau, like, everyone, the Bruce, there it is, and then
Dude,
all of a sudden
yeah.
they fire
Talking
him.
about
and-
emotional, that was killing me. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God.
Insane. So, yeah, I think Bo probably wanted a new challenge. So, yeah, where do you net out on
And
that?
he was the captain? He was the captain.
He was the captain. Yeah.
So they're like, good day, you're gone. He goes to the Islanders. The Islanders missed the playoffs anyway.
No, they made the playoffs.
They made the
They made the
playoffs.
And he got like an 8-year pretty
Got a
fat
huge ticket.
Well,
Got a
yeah,
huge ticket.
it was like the trade and sign
Yeah.
deal. Like he went
Yeah.
there
I think it
immediately.
was like 64
resigned.
million.
So
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
He demands a trade. They get sent to the Islanders. The Islanders with him stink, and the Canucks are now nasty.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple questions. My first one is, how does he feel right now? Is he like, I have made a gargantuan mistake? Or is he like, we're building something in New York. The Canucks
they?
are fugazis. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think he's like, this is
Take it
fine?
easy, Rangers
Or is he
fan, dude.
already like, my life is over?
No. I listen. No doubt about it. You leave. You're the captain of that team. You leave. You sneak into the playoffs. That's got to feel good. He's playing well.
Yep.
Then you start the season and you stink. Like the Islanders they're such a bummer right now. They know it.
Yeah.
And then you look across the continent, right?
Uh-huh.
And Vancouver is a certified wagon. Captain Quinn has been so immediately embraced. He's doing such a good job.
Yeah.
He's the best defenseman on the planet right now. There is no doubt about it that Bo Horvat is looking at that situation and is a little bitter. He's got to be like, fuck me, dude. Like, the second I leave, you guys are unbeatable. But I also think he has to look back on, he was the captain of the team and he still wanted to leave that bad. He must have been like, I got to get out of here. So he has to remember those feelings too.
Yeah.
Right? And like, there's no guarantees that they would be like this if he had stayed. So it's a hindsight is 2020 thing.
What do you
I have a
think?
couple thoughts.
Yeah.
So Bo Horvat was signed by the Islanders because he can score goals.
Yeah.
Right now, the Islanders are not scoring goals.
Yeah, which was always their problem.
And Vancouver can't stop scoring goals.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
That
the
one's weird.
Islanders aren't scoring a ton of goals?
they're not scoring goals at all.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Oh my
But Vancouver
God.
is like
They
nonstop
yeah.
filling the net.
Hammer the over on Canucks games.
Easy.
Dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Pasha. I had a $1,000 bet with him at the Chicklets Cup
I
that the
know.
Canucks make the playoffs. He called me an idiot. They all made fun of me, and that looks great right now.
my
Dude,
God,
also
really?
another shout out to Pasha, doubling down,
Yeah.
calling JT Miller a terrible player, and he only gets secondary assists. JT Miller is
Nasty.
so fucking good.
Took that one personally.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah, he
dude.
took that
He was
personally.
like, "Excuse me, JT, he's top 5 in the league in points right now."
Yep.
Like, what the fuck, Pasha?
But
But
here's the other thing, though.
yeah,
Signs that 8-year deal, has to have some sort of comfort, right? Like,
Yep.
he knows
Absolutely.
he has a secure team to play on now for a long time, where that's probably a really good feeling.
Was he not going to get that ticket in Vancouver though?
Didn't sound like it at the time.
Yeah, true.
but we don't know, right? It could have been Vancouver might have been offering the exact same contract, and he was just saying no because he was like, "I'd like to leave."
Yeah.
Because to me,
that's what we don't know.
Those felt like I made a big mistake tears. That wasn't like wow, what a touching tribute
Take me
tears.
back.
That was like a yo, dude, I've done fucked up real bad tears.
He wasn't like, I miss you guys.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck, I made the biggest mistake
Dude, you know
of my
how
life.
you know how when a guy's slumping, they watch their own, like Patty Kane will watch his own highlights of him being
Yeah.
nasty to be like, dude, you're good. I feel like the feelings Horvat's feeling right now, he needs to start watching the Canucks sucking highlights from last year and be like, oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Dude, you
That's
know
why I
what-
left.
You know
That's
what
why.
Horvat should have done? He should have pulled a George Costanza and just showed up at that game and put on his Canucks jersey and got on the bench and be like, what? I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
guys-
all good.
I didn't quit. What are you talking about?
Do you guys remember Jack Johnson when the Avalanche did their like banner ceremony? Johnson was playing on the Blackhawks in
Yeah,
that
and he
game,
went
and he went
over.
over and
Yeah.
like
Yes.
in the Blackhawks jersey.
That was so
That
sick.
was so good. But I was also getting like Happy Gilmore like on the answering machine vibes, like "Please, baby," you know.
Oh, dude,
That's
for sure.
the vibe I was getting.
Fuck you, I don't need you.
Dude,
finger painting suck.
Finger painting suck. It's also that thing too of it's like a breakup, dude.
Yeah.
You wish them well, but you don't want them to start dating someone
Yeah.
hotter than you.
No.
Okay.
And
Never.
if you don't think that the competitive nature of a professional athlete, he is furious right now. Every single player who has left a team last year and is on a new team this year, and that old team is doing better, is pissed about it. There's no question. And
Agree.
with that situation specifically, that one's just so tough.
Dude, Huberdeau last year?
Oh God, dude.
I mean, did you see him on the bench
This year?
This
Yeah.
year?
Yeah,
Like
that's-
the man is in a spiraling depression. It's like, honestly,
Feel bad for him.
Me too. The Save Hubie campaign is so real.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's awful, but we talked about it in our season preview. Calgary, I don't know how this happened so badly, but Hubie is a phenomenal player. There's so many people who are like, he wasn't that good. He was only playing well because he is great.
Yeah.
Calgary legitimately needs to
Yeah.
just like blow it up. And I would, honest to God, I'd be like, hey, dude, waive your no move clause. Let's just move you and let's reset here.
I have one more Canucks question for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bo's playing 1C for the Islanders, 5, 7, and 12 through 14 games. But the Canucks have PD and JT as their first two centers now. Pettersson, 7, 19 for 26. JT, 10, 16 for 26 through 16 games, both fucking dominating. Is there...
JT overrated sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
Is there... Are the Canucks only doing so well because Horvat's gone and those guys were able to slide into those spots?
No.
Like, what if he was on that team though, and like everyone's bumped down one? Are they seeing the same success, or was it like slightly addition by
He still
subtraction?
had like 34 goals last year in
I know,
games
but
he played for
look
them.
at the team. It's like they were bad last year with him pumping in goals, and now they're nasty.
But now it's a full season with Rick Tocchet, different vibe, different
Yep.
setting. Quinn's the I mean, maybe the captain thing is different. I don't know.
yeah,
but
and
also,
I'm not knocking Horvat at all.
Yeah.
By the way,
And
I'm
let's
just
also talk,
wondering.
like, PD had over 100 points last year.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like PD was struggling last year.
Yep.
JT had what?
They couldn't keep the puck out of their net last year. Demko right now is the best like goal save above expected.
Yeah,
in the
right,
NHL.
yeah.
I think there's so many different variables with that team. I think guys in the Canucks right now would absolutely be like, no.
We'd be getting the same production
Yeah.
even if he was
Bo's
here.
not the problem.
Also, CP, you said it in the season preview about Dallas, the award sweep.
Yeah.
Vancouver right now, Quinn Hughes, Norris,
Bro.
Petey, Hart, and Demko Vesna right
Yeah.
now. Those guys are probably the three leaders in those categories.
Well,
Wow,
Swayman
sick.
is winning the Vesna right now.
Right now,
Is he?
Yes.
He's undefeated still, right?
Yes. In
OT
in
loss.
regulation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
1 OT loss.
And he's got like
Trade Omar.
he's got like a 9. Dude, you know what they should do is they should trade him to Edmonton for McDavid and then
No brainer.
Yes, dude. Oh my God. Who says no? Who says no?
fucking
Okay.
A.
So poor Bo.
Poor Bo. It is funny though. You just read it, he's like a point per game.
Yeah, he's
Like,
good,
you know, it's
dude.
like-
Yeah. He's
Is
not
it 12 and 14?
Yeah.
12 and 14, 5 and 7.
Yeah.
They want more goals though.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one I really am excited to talk about. And none of us even fucking know what's going on, but there was some stuff in the news yesterday, 2 days ago, that Colin Campbell, the NHL Senior Executive Vice President of Hockey Operations, said there's growing concern about the 3-on-3 overtime.
From who, dude?
The stat, well, let me tell you this. The stat,
That is my first question. From who? Who's concerned
here's my first question.
about the most exciting thing in the NHL in the last 10 years?
Too much fun.
No, okay, but see, here's the thing, Dan. They said since 3-on-3 was instituted, 65.5% of the games that extend beyond regulation have ended in overtime, as opposed to 43.2% before 3-on-3, which they love. So they are happy about that. The growing concern, and this is verbatim, is about the regroup. When teams cross the blue line with possession, but then pull it back out into the neutral zone to reset and retain possession. Campbell said the strategy in overtime has evolved into being possession-based, but the GMs talked about the possibility that it is taking away from the excitement and chaos that 3-on-3 brought when it was first implemented in the 2015-16 season, when people were just zooming breakaways up and down the ice. And then they say they can argue both sides, blah, blah, blah. And he says their talking points included potentially eliminating the ability to pull the puck out of the attacking zone once you cross the blue line, or adding a shot clock.
What, do they blow it dead? Like, what?
Yeah, they go on to say like they don't want whistles, so that's not it. But you go first because you seem to dislike this a
Well,
lot.
so here's my thought. We shouldn't be adding more rules to the game. We already have the offside review. We already have all these challenges.
Delayed
Take
game.
away the rules.
Yeah.
Make the overtime, the 3-on-3 as chaotic as possible. I'm down to even get rid of offside in it.
Oh, fuck yeah,
We've
dude.
played 4-on-4 roller hockey.
No
Like that's a
offside.
fun game with no offside.
No,
it's kind of a
it's
similar possession game.
Absolutely.
If you bring that to the NHL, like see what guys can do. See how creative they get. I actually tweeted it. Adam Wild had the idea. Make it like 10-minute overtime, and if it ends in a tie, they just get 1 point. There's no extra point. Like I've seen teams in the KHL pull their goalie to make it 4-on-3 with like a minute left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick.
I want to see all the innovative ways to make it better.
I'm very much on your side.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say different is, first of all, Is it a little bit less exciting than remember those first games?
Yes, dude.
Like the very first season where
They didn't know how to play it though.
Yes, it was
awesome.
chaos.
Yeah.
But dude, it's still exciting. Anyone saying it's not exciting anymore is being way too hyperbolic.
Yep.
It is still absolutely exciting, and I'm not going to fault NHL players for learning how to strategize the system. It's like they were like, "Oh, dude, if we just pull it out and regroup, that's better."
Dude, Quinn's goal last night against the Islanders, great regroup. Quinn sneaks behind the defenseman, breakaway.
One of the things
I'm
they said
not
too
mad
is
at
you
that.
get to attack with speed when you do that, which is
Yeah.
a perk. But go on, Dan.
And I'm not mad at that at all. What I would say differently, the 10 minutes is a good idea. I would do unlimited. I don't think there should be ties. I think if you just go like this, there's no shootout.
Such a bag, though.
Such
a bag.
I know. But if you go like this game's ending in this overtime.
Yeah.
It'll make guys probably be like, I'm going to take a chance on this one. Like, we're not playing for a shootout here.
Yep.
Like, let's go. I think if you just go, we're playing continuous OT until there's a winner.
How long do you think it could possibly go?
It can't.
It literally can't.
That's what I'm saying.
2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1.
That's what I'm saying. So like 10 minutes?
Not honestly.
10's even a stretch.
Yeah.
I think agree. If you went this, just like put there's whistles and stuff like that. But if you went, there's no clock. We're playing till there's a winner. I think two times in the entire season would we see an overtime go past 10 minutes.
I agree.
It's just so tiring. There's odd man rushes. It eventually breaks down. Yeah, and here
Brain's
we go.
churning.
Here we go.
Well, actually,
I can hear those old gears creaking around.
say your Braveheart lacrosse thing first.
What thing?
3-on-3, 2-on-2,
Yeah,
1-on-1.
say that thing first because that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I mean I said this last year,
Yeah.
and I think so many of the people in the fucking comment section on Instagram got chirpy at me, but I legitimately think it should go 5 minutes of 3-on-3 if it's still tied, 5 minutes of 2-on-2 if it's still tied, 5 minutes of 1v1.
Yeah.
It would be the most fucking entertaining thing I've ever seen.
What if they did like the youth hockey activation drill? Like you pass it to a guy and like he comes off the bench.
yes.
At a guy.
Yeah, amazing.
That would be so fun.
like dodgeball.
Okay, here's what I think.
Actually, not
about
bad.
this.
Yeah, I just came up with that.
Yeah, that was really good.
It's a two-player swing.
Here's what I think about this.
Jailbreak.
I do think that there are good minds in pro sports that are trying to not break the game, but find out the most effective way to do something, right?
Yeah.
And you see it. It's a very copycat league in that way in every sport. You see it with like power play breakout. Literally now every team does the carry up to the neutral zone and then drop it to the last guy and then he comes in. Every team now has the bumper on the power play, right? So like people figured that out and then they were like, oh, we should all do this.
Yeah,
this is the best way to do it. And I'm fine with that. And somebody cracked overtime. I was about to say broke, and because I think it did, but someone cracked, oh, dude, don't give the puck up. Just come back out. If we don't have a good chance, just circle it back. And in my opinion, the 3-on-3 was brought in for chaos. Not for like, we just want to end games. Like, yeah, the numbers are up. They didn't bring it in just to end the game. They brought it in because it was fucking exciting.
Yeah.
And it is actively less exciting now. It's effective still, but I'm like, dude, I wanted the chaos.
Okay, so I don't think it's actively less exciting. I think it's actively less chaotic. Dude, for people who love the game, I think it's so exciting watching them figure that out. Like when I see someone like Quinn Hughes regroup, take the puck out, and then come in with a head of steam, how are you not excited about that? It's less pinball-y for sure. But dude, end of the day, if you're telling me that you're going to watch an overtime and even with the regroup, there isn't a play where someone loses the puck or gets pinched in the corner and you're like, oh, fuck, because there's so much. Dude, it's still so exciting. It would be such a panic move, to your point, add another stupid rule. Not being able to go past the red line, like that makes me want to vomit.
Well, here's
It's
my
just
fear
like,
in that.
Yeah.
Imagine a goal review in overtime where a guy loses control of the puck and it comes out of the zone. It's not necessarily him carrying it out. He lost control of it.
Totally.
Then how do you determine whether he meant to do it or like there's just so many different ways where it becomes a rule too.
And like we talked about,
You know?
this all happened because guys figured out how to game the system.
Yep.
We go on like this. If we're on the same, if we're a three on the ice in overtime, if you think I'm not going like this, dude, if you're on offense and you're kind of hemmed in, throw me a pass at the point and I'll miss it.
Yeah.
And I'll go back and grab it. Like they would do that. They figure out how to.
That's a good point.
No, but I think too, like my pitch would be, I definitely don't want whistles. My pitch would be, if you take the puck in the O zone, it can't come out period. I don't care if you missed it or whatever. If it comes out, it's
Change of possession?
It's change of possession, but it's not a whistle. It's like roller, like we played at
Send it
Chicklets,
back.
where it's just like, just dump it in. Like,
And that's
if
just
you want to try to
stupid.
change, go, but like
No,
they
it's
can
just
go.
stupid.
That's-
It's just
yeah.
in a professional league. That's nonsense.
I don't know,
That's
dude,
chaos
'cause,
in the
like-
bat. No, Chris, it is. You know it is.
Teams
Yeah.
would get so innovative of how to keep it in, to be like, oh, just toss it into the corner, I can win that race. There's so much ice. Like,
Yeah.
instead of being
But-
like, let's bring it all the
But
way
if
back.
it does come back, and then it's just like this. Well, they get the puck. Like that's too disorganized, and you know it is.
I guess it would be hard to. No, I think the ref would have to blow the whistle because you couldn't just go.
We could go on for hours about this.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm so excited.
I was already.
because
I was like, we have to move on.
I'm actually passionately
Same.
Like I hate the regroup. Like
Oh,
every
really?
time it happens, I'm just like, dude, you.
Oh, as a
fucking
player though, I
losers.
love it. There's nothing better than coming back, getting speed, and coming up the
Yes,
ice with
right.
full
'Cause
possession.
You're like, and you get that one
buzzing,
drop,
dude.
and they're stationary, and you're like,
Buzzing.
bye,
Buzzing.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh man, the flying up and down the ice, like 3-on-3 should be literally
constant
odd man
2-on-1s.
rush back and forth,
Yeah.
back and forth, and like the regroup just completely takes that away,
know
which it adds creativity and speed and all that stuff, but it does take away the constant 2-on-1s.
Heat Daddy actually had a good one. He was, I think he was joking, but it was actually a pretty good idea. Give each team a 4-on-3 power play, kind of like college football overtime.
Yeah.
Like 25
Cool.
yards, you get one possession each.
Yeah, like a minute or like 30-second power plays and like trade off.
Yeah, like last licks or whatever. I thought that was interesting.
That is actually very
Yeah.
It is
interesting.
interesting. I mean, to
Less odd man rushy though, right? Yeah.
My closing thoughts on this are.
I had one more point actually I want to make after.
Please.
Different topic, though.
Just my closing thoughts are, I stand by what I said at the very beginning of this topic is like, who are the concerns from, dude? Like,
Yeah.
all of the ideas that we're throwing around, I'm like, cool. But none of them to me are better than what's currently happening. So
Dude,
I'm like, just relax.
I'm definitely in the minority, but I will say when I saw that news headline, I was like, oh, I've been saying that for the last couple of years because I was like, I despise the regroup.
But you don't have a good
I'm
solution.
so the opposite
No,
of you.
I don't yet, and neither do they, obviously, because they're. But I love personally that they were like, we need to figure this out. And
I
was
actually,
like, yes.
my favorite idea that has been floated around here is the roller no offsides.
Yeah, that's a fucking sick idea,
Yeah.
Johnny.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome. Awesome.
that is a sick idea.
I was going to say one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You
No,
wanna-
no.
I was just gonna say,
We're done with
not
him.
everyone have to come out. Like, I think I would hate the regroup less if the puck carrier went out, but there was no offsides. So
You
I
also
just
have
got
one
to
guy
stay
hanging.
in the fucking
Yeah,
zone.
one guy hanging.
Yeah, like
no offsides. Yeah, it's good.
But it's interesting to hear from the players because I remember in Vegas for the player media tour, someone asked Sidney Crosby like what rule you change or bring back, and he said it'd be interesting to see how the game today would be with the 2-line pass.
Yes,
He
I remember that.
was like bring that back
Yeah.
because he wants to know how guys can think
Didn't
and
he say he wasn't like? I'm not
Interesting.
saying we should bring it back, but I'd be curious to see what it would.
how
look
people
like.
like would.
Yeah.
Very interesting because I always hated that rule.
2-line
I was
pass.
like, what are you trying to get rid of goals, dude?
Yeah.
But that's cool.
So I would like to hear a player's perspective on the 3-on-3 and what they would want to
Me
make
too.
it better.
Me
or,
too.
You know,
Yeah.
Great call.
yeah,
Great call.
good debate.
Good debate.
Great
stuff.
Healthy
Always.
debate.
All right, we're gonna kick it now to our interview with Will Smith of the BC Eagles, 4th overall draft pick in this past draft by the San Jose Sharks. Unbelievable kid. I've got a lot of stock in BC after interviewing him.
Oh, BC's going to win everything.
Did you tell him to like stay as long as you can with everything going on in San Jose?
No, dude.
Stay here.
In fact,
No, we
I
actually,
was like, leave now, dude. Leave now.
Really?
Like, yeah.
They're a mess
We
right
were like,
now.
this, you're gonna be the number 1 center on that
I
team.
guess. Yeah, that's a good point.
I told him, I was like, Bedard shoots 20 times a game, dude. Go now, and you get to shoot
Well,
every
let's save
time.
it. Let's save it. Let's let everyone. All right, so we're gonna kick it to the Will Smith interview now. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did. All right, we are joined right now by a Lexington native. Same, by the way.
Yeah. Huge.
U18 gold medalist, U18 MVP, tied for most points in US at U18s.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Second most points in US Dev Program season history. Second most points in US Dev Program 2-year career. 4th overall pick in the 2023 draft with the San Jose Sharks, and highest ever draft pick for a BC Eagle, the Fresh Prince, Will Smith. Welcome to the Empty Netters podcast.
Thank you for having me. That was quite an intro.
What an intro,
I was
dude.
stressed
Damn.
the whole time. I was
He's
like, I
got
gotta
the
make
resume,
sure.
dude. It's a long resume.
It's. I mean, dude, to be this age and have that resume,
I'm
already,
rattled. I made
Jesus
Dan memorize it too. Like he had it printed out, and I was like, "Fucking memorize that right now." And he
Before
spent
you
all
got
day.
here, I was
Yeah.
like walking the halls, just like saying it over and over again. But dude, thank you so much for making time. We're here in your hood in Boston. We got to start off by talking. We talked about it a little bit out there at the draft. We met your boys.
Yeah.
What a crew you have, dude. The most fired up friends we've ever met, just going so ham for you at that draft. What was it like having all your crew there for that day?
Yeah, that was the whole week and like month leading up was just mayhem of tickets and everything. I think my mom had, I don't even know how many tickets laid out of all right, these people need this, these people need this. So then I told my buddies, I was like, day before, I was like, if you buy a ticket right now, you're coming.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Yeah.
They showed up, I
Damn
think,
right they did.
5 hours before, and they were fired up. So I couldn't. I mean, I was like honed in on the draft when I was in the seats, but apparently they were going nuts up in the stands. And I saw them right after, and they couldn't have been more happy. So like they're nuts, but they're awesome.
Dude, it's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, like you got to have the OG boys there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fantastic.
They're like your friends from when you were young, or what?
Yeah, I played. I mean, squirt minor with them all the way up, and then I went to school with them. So
Incredible.
I've known them forever.
Hell yeah. I love that. Well, dude, you're in year 1 at BC right now. What is college life like so far? Like, are you following the football team? I know they got the path.
Yeah,
right
have you
now.
read about
Like,
the path?
There's the opportunity to get into.
We need Miami to beat Louisville this
Yeah,
Saturday,
yeah,
and the path is locked in. Are you? What do you know about the path, dude?
I mean, I was out actually. I mean, I know the QB Tommy Football, we call him. So
Yeah,
he's a good guy. But no, we hear about the path, and
that's all I hear about.
yeah.
yeah?
So we were actually at the basketball game last night too.
Okay.
So we're supporting everyone, and then they come to our games. They love it too. So
Yeah. Do you feel like you can kind of lean into like college life a little bit? Because I mean, you are a great example of this new generation where dude, from like what, 4 years old, hockey has been everything, and you've been all over the country already, and you're now in college playing at one of the best programs. But do you feel like you are getting a cool balance of being able to go to football games, basketball games, and like enjoy college as well as playing?
definitely, I think
Hell yeah.
like you see the pro level and stuff. I mean, I skate with guys in the summer, and they're like, enjoy it while you have it. They miss those days. So
Hell yeah.
it's like
Nice.
I'm actually get to go to class and be with other people and
Yeah.
kind of to be a little away from the rink. And then when you get to the rink, it's all business. But I mean, the tailgates and all that stuff.
Yes,
it's fun
dude. There you go. Love that.
to be with
That's
the
awesome.
people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, making it work.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk U18s. You guys, you go to Switzerland, you win your group, you dummy everybody. Dummy everybody actually all the way to the finals, really. Play Sweden, who smoked Canada, right? You guys go down 2-0, come back, tie it up. You go into the third down 2-0. You get an apple on the game tire with like 4 minutes left. Your boy Ryan Leonard scores the OT winner, 3-2. So sick, blah, 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 blah. What I
Yeah,
want to
dude,
ask
we got to sewer you for a quick second.
is, bro, you took a fucking penalty with a minute left in the goddamn gold medal game. Dude, a hooking call. What is happening in your mind when you're on the way to the box?
Yeah, at that point, have you ever been sweating more in your entire life than when you were sitting in that box?
Yeah, it's a funny story actually. So I mean, if you look at my PIMS from last year, I think I had like second least on the team.
Yeah.
Like I think I legit had 10 penalty minutes. So of course it happens then.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a good call.
Nor
Especially
do
in
I.
that moment. Especially
To
in
be
that
fair.
I was
moment.
gonna say,
Nor
you guys
do I.
watched the clip.
Yep, I've watched
All right,
the clip.
thank you. So I didn't agree with it, but obviously it happened.
Did you let the ref hear it when you went to the box?
A little bit. I was like, "Are you serious? Like right now?"
Right now?
Yeah.
Were you in the box? Because we called the timeout right after that. Were you in the box for the timeout, or were you talking to the boys during
No,
the
I was in the box.
Yeah, okay.
I think there was like a minute left.
Yeah, literally, dude.
And I think someone had a huge block, and then the kid had a one timer, I think, and Trey, our goalie, made a ridiculous save.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god! So I went in the locker room, and I was like, holy shit! Like, you guys,
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, you guys got me here, and they're like, yeah. And I actually got ice because I was like overheating. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
was
you're,
like,
you're having a panic attack.
I would have
That's called a
been
panic
losing
attack.
my shit.
and they're like, we're good.
Yeah.
And well, also our goalie Trey was like ridiculous. He was like, Smitty, you're good. Like, we're all good.
Yeah.
So then I get out of the box, and there's a whistle, so I was out there.
Yeah.
And Perot won the face-off, and I think I missed by that.
Yeah, you did.
Missed the crossbar by that much. But when we got out of the box, it was.
You're like, we're winning now.
Yeah.
We're fine.
That's one of those momentum things. It feels like when you kill that, you're like, we're winning this game.
Yeah,
Like,
we had like 3 massive blocks too. So
huge.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're redeemed for the penalty. But to tell us about just that experience, like represent your country, winning gold, obviously, but just like, what was it like hanging with the boys over there after you won? What did you guys get up? What were you doing in your free time? You know, tell us about all that shit.
Yeah, we had a funny group actually. Like, we were really close. Our trainers actually said we were one of like the closest groups they've ever seen. So I mean, we like to have a fun time like out the rink. Like off day there, everyone hop on the scooter. We'd be flying around the city and in the middle of Switzerland. All these people were seeing these guys in USA Jack. So like,
Yeah.
what's happening right now? So no, yeah, that was fun. And then I mean, we just kind of like to like just shoot in the hotel. I mean, we're doing something different every day.
Playing
so.
cards or video games or what? A lot of cards.
Poker.
A lot of cards, yeah.
No money, but
Yeah. Right. No, for candy,
gambling.
for Snickers bars. Yeah.
yeah. No, that was an everyday thing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You have the unique experience, dude, of, you have a silver medal too. And, you're in Germany before that. How much of that was in the back of your mind? Like you get another opportunity to represent your country at such a young age. You go to Switzerland. You've kind of been through the experience before. Were you guys looking at it very much so in just a, new team, new tournament, doesn't matter? Or in the back of your mind, were you like, I know what it feels like to come up a little bit short. We're not letting that happen again.
Definitely. I think I was pretty rattled after that. I mean, silver medal never feels
Sucks.
good. And then getting the same matchup in the finals a year later.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like
Come on, boys.
this is it right here. So, no, I was obviously we thought about that a lot, and we watched the video of us losing.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
over and over.
You weren't thinking about it when you were hooking someone with a minute left.
No.
But you were thinking about it every other. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, that's gotta, I like that lingers in your mind, right? Because it's like, I understand the attitude of like, put everything out, clear it out. We're just going out there and playing, but I love it. I think it adds that element of like, there's no fucking chance we're losing again.
Yeah.
To the same team.
Were you guys like, because like I said, truly, I think that you beat the Czech 4-1 maybe in the quarters, but every other game you rolled people. So when you got to the final, it was tight. Were there any nerves like, oh my God, because we've been crushing everyone, or you were like, we knew this was going to be a battle anyway?
Not. I mean, because we played Sweden like
Yeah.
2 other times in like 5 nations and stuff, so we knew they were legit. But we weren't. I wouldn't say we were nervous, but we knew they were
You're like,
a
here we
good
go.
team.
Yeah.
So we knew we were going into a.
What were they
battle.
saying down 2-0? Like, what's the talk in that second intermission?
And honestly, everyone asked that. It wasn't like we weren't really.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Because we hit a post like 3 minutes in a third, and I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're on.
And then we got a tip in goal, and I was like, oh, here. And then crazy story. 5 seconds later, we had a dump in off the draw. Leonard hit the guy pad. I had a wide open net, and the puck hopped.
Yep.
Kid made it still would have went in. The kid made a 6 save, and then you could feel it.
Yeah.
And then we scored on that power play with 4 minutes left, and
So awesome.
yeah, that was the story.
It's electric, dude. If you had to rank it, which did you like more, Germany or Switzerland?
Oh, Switzerland. Not even close.
Fuck
I
Germany,
hope so.
dude. What were like some of the? I mean, obviously hanging with the boys, but was there anything about being in Switzerland that you were like, this is especially sick?
I mean, just her setup was just 10 times better. I mean,
Yeah.
Germany was good. Like, I don't want to say our.
Smitty just lost too much money playing poker in Germany, and he did good in Switzerland. He's like, Switzerland was sick.
I was gonna say,
Actually.
we're gonna have some German fans coming for Smitty now.
Yeah, I mean, well, we were in like a cornfield, like kind of in Germany. Like,
Yeah.
And in Switzerland, we were in the like actual city.
Yeah.
And we also went to Zurich before, so it was like
That's cool.
Sick.
we're walking around Zurich. What can get better? So
Yeah.
it's pretty sweet.
No, that's amazing.
Sick spot.
So we kick it to the draft, and there were so many awesome things about that draft and so many unbelievable storylines. The first one that I want to talk about, obviously, we mentioned it in the intro. You become the highest pick ever in BC's history. Have you given Cuts shit about that?
No, I haven't.
You obviously have to do that, dude. Like your teammates, you see him
he came
every
on,
day.
and I congratulated him on being the
Yeah.
highest BC pick to
And
his face.
here
and
we
then
are
a
a
year
year
later.
later,
I'm
and
like,
you
bye.
haven't.
He's old news. Now we're sitting with you.
No, I haven't given it to him yet. I haven't.
Next
given
time
it.
he gives you shit, throw that in his face.
Yeah,
It'll be
I might have to.
it'll be a perfect
Okay,
comeback.
5th overall. Fuck you.
But so we talked about it. So you head to the draft. You obviously have the amazing and unique experience of having Leonard with you and Pro with you. 2 of your teammates. You lived in Michigan with these guys. You've played with them for a long time. You're now all together at BC, and you all go in the first round. How surreal was that? Like, did you feel like when you guys were in Nashville, and even the days leading up to it, were you all together kind of taking a moment to be like, this is insane?
Like our
we've been
whole
playing
line's gonna
together.
go first round.
We've been playing on a line together for years. We're all about to go to college together, and we're all about to get drafted in the same draft in the same first round together. Was that being talked about all the time, or was it too much of a whirlwind to kind of take in?
Honestly, it was like the summer was crazy. I mean, I was somewhere else every weekend, so it was like when we got there. Honestly, we still had interviews and stuff, like meeting with different teams. Like guys were meeting the day before, and so I saw Gabe like once or twice.
that's funny.
Saw Ryan once or twice too. I mean, obviously you had your family and everything there too. I remember one night we were in my room and just like kind of just like, what are we thinking here? Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And we were going through all these different scenarios. Like, what if this guy goes here? Like, where am I gonna go? So it's like, no, No, that was a funny night. Like, just kind of.
Did you have a bet on who was going to go first?
No, we did not.
Come on,
Dude,
get out of
you
here.
cleaned up on them for
No,
sure.
we did not.
Was that, I mean, obviously, like you said, your boys were there, your family's there. Did you three have a moment, after that first day where you kind of just were able to get together and be like, holy shit, dude, like this is amazing?
Yeah, I think it was honestly at my draft party. Like,
Yeah.
everyone was there at one point. It was
We
like,
should have come, dude.
it was,
You
yeah,
blew it. Yeah. God damn it.
that was a good night.
No, yeah, that's amazing, dude. I love that. Talking about the draft was something I'm really curious about. We actually talked to Bobby Ryan about this because he was in the same draft class as Crosby. And being in the same draft class as Bedard with all the insane hype around that, was there any part of that that was kind of nice for you guys of being like, there's so much attention and pressure on this one kid? And, any other year, you read any article about you and how well you've played, you could have gone first in any other draft. And you enter this situation, and there's a kid like this who's got all this hype. Was it kind of nice being to, have a second to just kind of be with yourself, collect your thoughts, your emotions leading up to it?
Yeah, I think yes and no. I mean, obviously you want to go one. So
Yeah.
that's the competitive nature. But the fact that, I mean, you kind of can let go. And I mean, after the lottery, you kind of see the slot of the teams. And as we get closer and closer, you're like, all right, what's going to happen here? Take some of the pressure off. And then you start looking at, like I said, the other teams. So it's like you kind of get to narrow down your list of where you think you're going to land.
Love that. And then we had this conversation with Fance a little while ago. Can you tell us some funny stories or questions you got from teams or some of the weirdest things that you were asked about that you were like, what the fuck?
Because I know they asked you what.
You don't have to
fucking
say
I know they
teams.
asked you what animal you are, so I want to hear what you said for that. But I
And
also,
what
I
animal
want
are
some.
you?
I want some dirt. Like
Yeah.
I know they asked.
You don't have
weird
to say
shit.
which teams. Just tell me about the
You
question.
can tell us after which teams it was.
I knew you guys were going to ask that, but no teams like got into me or
Really?
anything crazy. But the animal one went. I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Montreal, and obviously I know Kent Hughes, so
Yeah.
he was in the back, and I didn't really know. I was like, what am I gonna say here? So I heard about the question before the
Yeah.
combine, so I started thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I said I think golden retriever off the ice and eagle on the ice. So
Okay.
Wow.
That's
BC
BC. That
loves
was the
that.
BC in you.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great answer. It's a great answer. You bring up Ken Hughes. You have a very interesting, perspective and situation going into this with the teams that were lined up, right? You say, Kent, you obviously grew up, he coached you when you were young, right?
Yep.
And then you went to school with Greer's son, right?
Yep.
Was there part of you going into this that was like, I have a very good chance of getting scooped by San Jose or Montreal here because of those
Even before,
connections?
because I know you had a great interview with. I took you to dinner and you were like, "I'm feeling good."
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
before that, though, were you like, "It's probably San Jose"?
Yeah, it was kind of weird because like you hear tons of different stuff behind the scenes of, all right, where am I to go? And then you hear another team want to talk to you. So it's like, what's going to happen? But knowing that and knowing Kent, I was like, all right, what's going to happen here? And you see everything on Twitter and the media of him getting asked questions and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But knowing those and that I knew them, I was like, all right, where's it going to land here?
Yeah, yeah. At what point did you get a call? Did you get a text or anything as the Sharks were coming up, or was it a, bit of a surprise?
Yeah, when you hear your name, is that literally the
You're
first
smiling.
time you
I
know?
feel like you're
'Cause
wondering
I feel like
what
in
you
the
can
NFL
say.
draft, you see them get the call.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they already
exactly.
know. Like when the Sharks say your name, is that the first time when you're walking up to shake Marlowe's hand? That's when you found out too.
Yes. And, I mean, I thought once the Columbus got by, I knew.
Yeah, okay.
Not from them, but I knew, like,
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't know what was going to happen
Yeah.
because it all kind of depended on number 2.
Yes.
right.
No,
Things were
we
gonna
remember
Yeah,
that.
like
That was
if
crazy.
if Vance goes 2, maybe you end up 3 to Columbus.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No one will
Who
know.
knows?
Interesting. Yeah.
And then lastly, just like, Cuts told the funny story when he went up, his jaw was wiggling while he's smiling, taking the photo with Bettman and all that shit. What were you feeling when you walked up there? Was it surreal? Like, this is amazing, obviously, but thank God it's over. I can kind of just celebrate with my family now. Were you able to take it in? What was going through your head?
Honestly, when you hear your name, you're like, all right, now I don't need to be nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure,
Two
dude.
and
That's
three, my
real.
heart was like,
Hell yeah.
I was feeling it. And you can look at there's videos NHL posted, my face was completely straight for those picks.
Yeah.
Drafted, I'm couldn't be happier. And then you're walking up and you're just kind of I don't even know how many people were there. I think it was 16,000 or something.
Hell yeah,
It
dude.
was
The place was packed.
looking around, and then you shake Gary Bettman's hand. So it's like, is this really happening?
Yeah,
But then after that, obviously, you want to just kind of see your family because you have all the media stuff. So
for sure.
when you get to see your family, you're like, what's happening?
Like,
How
holy shit.
long? How long did it take you to find out that your sister got popped in the jaw?
Oh. So I saw it on Twitter right after because my cousin was like, "Hey, look at this."
Yeah. You're
Um,
like, oh shit.
And I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
Yeah.
She took it like a champ, dude.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God,
It
it was
Blink.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
So
incredible.
then, did you see Leonard's? He hit his girlfriend by accident.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So
Oh
it
my
was
God.
like, what just?
people taking grenades
Yeah,
at the
and,
draft.
and
out
you don't
there.
want to act like anything happened too, so you're on
Yeah.
live TV. Like,
Yep.
Seriously, dude.
Good job.
After that, Gabe gets drafted and he's just sitting like,
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
He's like, I can't make this a
Jesus
trifecta.
Christ. That's so good. Okay, I want to ask you about the Sharks. I asked Cuts this too about the Flyers because last year, I mean, the Flyers are actually they're kind of surprising this year. I would
They
say.
are,
Last
they
year,
are.
the Flyers were struggling a bit. Now, I don't want to get you in trouble, but when you're like, okay, that's my team, the Sharks. Is there part of you, and they're struggling? They're 2-13-1. They went 10 games without getting a win. Is part of you like, sick, dude? I'm going to show up and be 1C and kind of like what you're seeing with Bedard a little bit right here, where they're like, go, you're the guy. We're not that great right now. We're going to build around you. Or are you like, fuck, I wish they were nasty and in the playoffs and this season can end and you don't have to declare if you're leaving, but if they're in the playoffs and you were going to leave BC, you could go right now. Or are you like, I literally don't care what the Sharks are doing. I just want to win a natty here and I'll deal with that later.
I think it's a mix of everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I obviously follow along to all their games, and I mean, like guys who are, I mean, our whole or a bunch of the freshmen are drafted to different
Yeah.
teams, like Fowler, Montreal, Gabe, New York. So I mean, they're obviously like, hey, you see the Sharks game last night? Like if they're
Yeah.
losing, so
They're busting your ass.
yeah,
You're like,
legit.
all right, dude.
So, I mean, you obviously want them to be a good team, but like they're obviously in a rebuilding phase,
Yeah.
so it's like, why would you be mad right now? They're
Yeah.
obviously have a bunch of picks coming up, so it's actually exciting to have.
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe you're like, sweet,
future.
bring someone else in and we'll go tear
Yeah.
it up together.
Definitely.
So it's exciting, I think, but we're focused on
Yeah,
winning
get
the
that,
natty and
get the
then-
bean
Yeah.
pot, get the natty. Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, anyone who's talked to you always says that one of the first things people say about you when you look at any of the reports is how focused you are and driven you are and singularly focused on the season ahead. And that's amazing. But like you just said, it is must be a cool feeling looking at that project and being like, it's cool that there's a door open for, whenever you do make that jump, they are in this rebuilding phase that you're like, I can see myself fitting into that, being a fun start of this rephase of a great franchise with amazing history. Like that's a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you want to get to the NHL. That's like the top level. There's no level above that. So it's like, that's where I want to be. And the fact that they chose me, they want me to be on their team. So it's like, we're the future. We're gonna try to build this thing back up.
Hell yeah.
It's cool too, and I imagine you'll be able to speak to this next year, hopefully. But I'm sure there's a factor if you get on a team has this huge, the top six are all set up, and you're like this young kid that among all these vets trying to find your voice, your confidence out there. I imagine it can be a little different than when maybe you show up to a team that's in a rebuild and they're like, dude, do your thing, bro. Like Connor took 20 shots in his first game, and I was like, sick, dude. It's like when you show up and they say, go, dude, be free, do it. I'm sure that'll be a nice thing just for the headspace when you get out there.
Yeah, I mean, like Sagan showed up here and they were in the cup that year, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's completely
He's in the
different.
press box, dude, and like everyone's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, who you want him to play over? Yeah. So it's tough.
So it's all guys are drafted, like Gabe's drafted in New York. So they're
Yeah.
obviously ridiculous right now. So
Yeah.
it's like, all depends kind of where you go and
Yeah.
the future.
So you just mentioned Sagan. Leads me to believe you are a Bruins fan. You're a
Yep.
Massachusetts guy. You're playing at a Boston college. You're obviously a Bees guy. How quick does the switch flip? Like you're drafted by the Sharks, are you like, I'm all in? Or is there a part of you that's watching the season right now and you're like,
Just
cool,
this season.
it's
Just
cool that
this
the Bruins
season.
are
You're
good.
like, well, maybe the Bruins win a cup this year. Just this year.
I mean, if the Bruins won a cup this year, I wouldn't be mad. I'll leave it at
That's
that.
what I like to
'cause-
hear.
as
they're-
long as they don't do
yeah.
the Sharks, dude. That's
Yeah,
all that
Exactly.
matters.
They're right here. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to come with some games.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. So BC, I was going into this. I was going to ask what the process was like, what you were thinking, but then you see you're the fucking 14th member of your family to go to BC. This is like in your blood through and through. But you declared to Northeastern verbally at 14 or something like that, right?
I did.
So walk us through what happened when BC kind of came on your radar. or if it was truly like the entire time you were like, I mean, I'm gonna get to BC at some point.
Like, had your dad just yelled at you or something, and you were like, "I declared a Northeastern."
Yeah. Pissed off at your grandpa, and you were like, God damn it, I'm going to Northeastern.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, growing up, it was always like, if you're not going to BC, like, where are you going?
Yeah.
So, but then when I got like 13, 14, like, started getting real, like, we're gonna commit soon.
Sure.
So then, I mean, I'm obviously looking at all the Boston schools, and I mean, Northeastern looked really good at the time, and obviously,
Hell yeah.
Ken's two kids went there, Jack and Riley. And I was at high school with them at the time. I was in 7th grade, and they were an upperclassmen and Struble. So there was a bunch of guys at St. Sebastian's who were going there that I knew. So, but I mean, deep down in my heart, I wanted to flip it up after, I think it was the middle of my 17s year. And we were in Finland too. So it was, the line chart came out, the logo wasn't next to my phone. Everyone started freaking out.
Yeah.
But
So funny.
I actually told my grandfather before he passed away, I was like, yeah, I'm going to BC.
That's actually
He
amazing.
couldn't have been happy.
Wow,
That's
what a cool
such a
thing
good
you shared,
moment.
yeah.
Wow, fantastic. And then, you know, obviously your line mates, Ryan and Gabe, are at BC as well. Was this a team decision? Obviously, you guys were talking about it. When did it all come together?
Who was last? You had you and Rye already, and
Yeah.
it was Gabe you had to convince?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is that, like, it's kind of a funny story because Ryan's brother was a player at UMass. He was a Hobie Baker finalist one year. So we were like, what's happening with him? When he chose BC, I was going to BC. We had Fortescue and Vogt and Manishin going there too.
So you were first of the three.
I'm pretty sure me or Ryan, we were right in the same
Yeah.
time frame because I was still decommitting and all that.
Yeah. I was still stabbing Northeastern in the back. It took a while to pull the knife out
I
and clean
quickly
it. Yeah.
called and said, go fuck yourself, hung up, then committed to BC.
Yeah, and then but then our year, like, we were just having a great year.
Yeah.
Gabe wasn't committed, so I started pressing on. And we're roommates at BC, and
Yeah.
like great friends. So I was pressing a little more, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right, let's go. Come on,
Yeah.
commit here. And then he took a tour, loved it, and then he told me, and then he committed.
Hell yeah. Was there no part, I mean, the dev program, for people who don't know, I feel like all of our listeners know, is in Michigan. Was there any part of you guys that was like, maybe we leave Boston, maybe we leave New England? Or was it always, obviously with you, the family connection is so hard to avoid, and that's such an amazing thing. And the fact that you told your grandfather first, what an awesome story. But, you know, when you're out and you're in Michigan, is there any part of you that's like, oh, maybe I'll look at Minnesota or Michigan or something like that?
Like, yes and no. I think it's like you said, it was a little different for me. I wanted to be near home. I was away in Michigan for 2 years, so I was like, all right, why not come home? Bean pot's also a huge thing. You want to,
Hell yeah.
looking up as a kid, you always want to play in that. But I mean, you look at Michigan, these other schools, it's pretty sick too. So
Yeah.
it's like,
oh my God.
I mean, we scrimmaged them too last year. So we played Michigan in a sold out crowd.
Oh,
It's
at
like,
the dev program, you scrimmage them. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
so I mean, we get to see what it's like, and I mean, you see guys decommitting from around here going out there.
Yeah.
So,
Because of that scrimmage alone, you're like, oh, shit.
yeah.
See that their fucking facilities at Michigan, dude? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
God. Okay, so you get the boys there, right?
Yeah.
And we had talked, Cuts came on, right? And we had talked about why he chose to come back. And he had such an awesome answer. We were talking before we were recording about how mature he felt.
Well, actually, I have a quick question first. Can you tell us, like, how's the communications major going? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, you learning a lot, bro? He's setting up some
I'm
career
just kidding.
goals.
I don't give a shit about that. Anyway, go on.
It's actually a funny class because I'm sitting next to my two line mates in theater class,
Oh, really?
and I'm like, we're like,
You guys doing some improv stuff?
Yeah,
well,
what do
we
you
actually
do?
just got our roles today. I'm a set designer. Ryan's
Okay.
a set designer, and Gabe's a set designer.
Oh.
You guys,
Oh.
you couldn't get
that-
couldn't get a speaking part.
Put a lot of thought into that, the professor, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that's tough. That's tough. How often are you in class?
Yeah, we go to Coach wants us in class, so we
Yeah, you
get
go
the
to class all the time.
Are you rolling in like sweatpants and sweatshirts all the time?
Yeah,
Come on, Smitty. A little bit of effort. Put some jeans on or
we-
something.
maybe game day we're full suit,
Okay.
walking through the
All right.
quad at campus.
All
so-
right.
Yeah.
I like that. As long as I'll take that.
Swag.
It's a good trade-off.
Dressing.
All right, sorry. Go on.
Okay. Oh yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Cuts was like, he had such a great answer about because you guys were fine last year, you know, and he was like, I wanted to accomplish something here or make a bid at accomplish something, win Hockey East, win a Natty, win a Bean Pot, something like that. And he mentioned the class coming in. He's like, I want to come back because we have a chance to do something special. And now here you are, you're all here, and it's like Gabe leading the way in points. You're one behind him, 9 and 5, I think, and then Cuts, and then Ryan. Is it? when you envisioned we're all going to be here at BC together and we're going to be sick together, is this like everything you dreamed about when you were fantasizing about what this would look like? Because you guys are just killing it for this squad. Like the three of you came in and just dominating. Has your dreams become a reality?
Yeah, I mean, we've only played 10 games, and it's already, I think we're 3 or 4 in the country right now, and we were 1 last week.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, to happen this quick, I mean, the season's flying by. It was actually kind of crazy. I mean,
Nuts, dude.
playing like Denver at home, and so I don't know how many nights we've sold out, but it's been crazy. So
You're setting records, right? You told us that earlier.
yeah, student records.
So sick.
So, I mean, that was our first game against LIU. We had a record. So, to have that happening, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But like as the bean pot's getting closer and you start to feel it, it's coming in.
For sure, dude.
When the holidays hit, dude,
yeah.
because you come back from juniors and it'll be chaos the rest of the way.
Yeah, and like, we don't want to sound corny over here, but it's like, I know you guys are just focused on playing, but there must be times where you pinch yourself being like, I can't believe we're all still playing together in college now, playing so well. It's like, this must be unbelievable, dude. Like, you're playing with some of your childhood best
It's
buds.
like a movie script.
Yeah.
Like you guys are out here just killing it.
No, it actually is. I mean, even like I was joking about school and going to class with them. It's like fun to like go to the dining hall and just shoot the shit with them for an hour. So it's like to be where we are, and I mean, obviously in a few years we're all going to be in separate places and not be together. So like we're trying to have
What
fun.
is their major? What is Ryan and Gabe majoring in?
We're all communications.
You fucking motherfucker.
and theater class, too.
Yeah, exactly.
But my next question was, at what point do you guys start making the phone calls to demand trades so you guys can all be together? Like, you got to pull a Sedin.
Yes,
At
dude.
some point, they're like, look at our success.
Like,
One
come
of
on.
you teams needs to just make this fucking happen, dude. But yeah, I mean, it must be the fact that everyone I feel like goes through that process where they're like, we played high school together, then maybe if you're lucky, you played dev program together. And you guys are just still playing college together, going to class together, living together. Like, this is
It's a
insane.
fucking fairy tale, dude.
It's actually insane.
How many classes do you have together actually?
I have all of my classes with Ryan, and then 4 to the 5 with Gabe because he takes French.
He takes French. Yeah, I guess of course he does. Yeah.
Makes sense,
I
dude.
mean, he's fluent.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say,
an
it's
easy
probably
A.
the easiest class in the world.
Dude.
Did he tell the professor that he's fluent?
No.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Intro, French 101.
We just gassed him. I'm going to send this clip straight
Yeah, I
to
was
that
gonna
professor
say-
and be like, start pressing him a little bit more.
He's getting ones wrong on purpose, Another B. I'm doing the best I can.
Dude. But, so mentioning cuts and like some of the goals here. So you guys are 7-2-1 right now. Like you said, 1 in the country last week, 4, I think now. Couple tough ones up in Maine. But you guys are buzzing. What are the goals that you guys talk about? I mean, it was really cool talking to Cutter about how when he decided to come back, he was like, I feel like I went to BC and I didn't accomplish anything that I wanted to. It's like the bean pot's coming up, like you said. You have a real chance at a natty here. Obviously, with all of you guys, you have so much in your future already. It's amazing. But it must be awesome right now being like, we're kind of a wagon. Like, we got a shot here. Like, what are you guys talking about? What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, we do a thing every day with quotes and stuff before practice, and one thing is like we want to raise banners. That's our thing. Like
Hell yeah.
Beanpot, Hockey East, and Natty. We have 3 chances of raising a banner. But like honestly, we're trying to stay in the moment more. We have a special group. I honestly think that like our upperclassmen are awesome. They're awesome, all of us. So I think you don't want to get too excited. I mean, we're already 10 games in, so it's like we only have 30 more. So it's a short season. It really is.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to I try to stay in the moment too. Like the 2 years of the program flew by.
Yeah.
Everyone says it does, and
Yep.
there's some days we're like, oh my God, get me out of here. But no, I miss it, and back to BC, it's just like stay in the moment, and I mean the Beanpot's legit right around the corner now, so it's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
to think
insane.
about it. Yeah.
And we were kind of talking before we recorded too, what's the confidence level like in the room right now in terms of like, you played Denver at home, you played played with some of these, you played QU right to start the year, first game. Like, are you guys like, we've played measuring stick games, we're there. Do you guys feel like, give us anybody right now? Is that the attitude?
Yeah, I mean we're very confident to play anyone. I mean we played Denver when they were 2, and we played Quinnipiac when they were 3 or 4. So it's like we've seen the reigning champs of last year. We've seen Denver, who's the reigning champs from a few years ago. So it's like we're not scared of anyone, but obviously you respect everyone.
For sure.
So it's like anyone can win in college hockey. That's the craziest thing, especially our league. I mean, we went in Maine, their building's hopping. So it's
wild, yeah.
It's a very tough league to play in away barns and just against older, tougher teams. So you got to be ready every night.
Hell yeah. And speaking of Hockey East, looking very competitive, right?
I feel like it's stronger than it has been by and large
Agreed.
in a long time. Like
because you
Providence
have
is
like the
good.
mains coming back to
Yeah,
relevancy,
exactly.
you know? So, Providence, Maine, you guys, UMass, BU, and especially BU, right? Like the crosstown rival. And then obviously we get Macklin Celebrini committing there. And they already had a sick roster, and then he shows up and he's got, by 8 and 10 or something already through a few games. My question is it when you guys, you're obviously seeing him play and you're seeing the stats and seeing the highlights, is there anything to you, to Rye, to Gabe, that's like, okay, he's probably going to go first overall next year. That's our measuring stick. Like, I want to beat BU. I want to be better than him. Is that motivation at all? Or are you like, out of sight, out of mind, I don't give a shit what Macklin's doing. We're doing our thing.
Both. I think we're not really worried about them and him overall. I think we obviously see we always check their scores and see what they're doing. But no, that I take notes about everything. So
fuck yeah, good.
I don't forget things. I mean, I didn't forget the silver medal. I don't forget some other stuff that happened. But we see what they're doing, and we're ready to go for BU. I mean, we play them 3 times within 2 weeks, I think. So it's gonna be Donnybrook.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, let's get into some fun stuff. We're gonna hit you with a game that we play with everyone. Do you know about this?
A little bit.
Okay, so we're doing pass, shoot, score. It's the ranking system. First one, it's kind of going to be a reverse ranking because these are things that you hate. So the score on this one is going to be the one you hate the most. So for the listeners, again, pass, shoot, score. Pass is going to be the third, shoot second, score first. And the first topic is beanpot teams. So
score is my favorite.
scores the one you hate the most, that you want to beat the most.
Okay, BU.
Okay, there you go. So it's pass, shoot, score, Harvard, Northeastern, and BU.
Ooh, well, score BU.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
And you got them first this year, dude.
Yeah.
First one and the late game. And the late game. Dude.
Out the gate, that is going to be the best opening to Beanpot.
I said I wanted it to be the final of all fucking years.
Yeah.
The only year is going to be there. But teams can slip up. At least this guarantees they have an absolute tilt in the bean pot.
Yeah, so scores BU, and then shots the second word.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Northeastern, and then
Really? I thought you were going to give them a pass.
No,
just
dude.
You almost went there.
No love. Fuck them.
Wow.
Like I said, he called and said, go fuck yourself.
Dude,
I'm
you know
out.
how in like Premier League soccer, a guy will get transferred to another team, and if he scores against his old team, he won't celebrate. Yeah, and like he's like, dude, Smitty's just pumping in goals against Northeastern, birding the fucking
He's going to pull
crowd.
an Andrew Ferentz glove off, bird the fans, find the dean of admission somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so pass Harvard.
Yeah.
Just because they're nerds or what?
I don't know. I just Northeastern BU just kind of always
Yeah,
on our radar.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Couldn't be bothered with Harvard.
Yeah, exactly. It's a disrespect thing. It's a disrespect thing. Okay. Your next category is food. Okay? Pass, shoot, score. Fresh Maine lobster. A chipper bowl with white rice, chicken, lettuce, cheese, and guac. Guac's extra, just so you know.
Okay.
Maybe not for him.
Yeah, fair. Or your mom Colleen's recovery shakes when you guys were at the dev program.
Oh. Is the lobster hot?
It's however you like it.
Okay.
But yes.
We're going to talk about that after.
Okay. Yeah, I might get some shit for that.
No.
Ooh. This is tough because of Chipotle, but I gotta score Chipotle.
No, you don't.
you
dude.
don't.
Is that
dude.
your actual answer?
That was the ad
I
answer.
love lobster.
So that's your
that
answer.
score, dude.
Listen,
Well, I can't-
Chipper's getting love here because they're already in the pass, shoot, score. So we know that they're loved.
That's true. I mean, but I love my mom's shakes too.
I know.
Okay,
That's why it's
listen,
hard.
We do our research. We want this to be hard for you.
Well, I gotta get fine.
Explain your lobster first before you answer.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've never had Maine lobster. I have lobster from Cape Cod.
Oh, okay. But and you eating lobster rolls? Or you eating a boiled lobster?
Both. But,
Okay. Which do you prefer?
I kind of like getting dirty with the tools and stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
But,
Same.
Like a hot lobster roll is pretty good with the warm butter.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I
It's the only way.
completely agree, dude. It's
the only way.
Like, listen, they're all good, but if you're doing a lobster roll, toasted bun, hot lobster with butter, no doubt about
Yeah.
it. No doubt about it.
Yeah. I actually have a funny thing about lobster. This came to my mind about the program.
Let's hear it.
Tell me right now.
So some days we'd be pretty bored. So my buddy and I, Zeke Bouillon, who's on
Yeah,
Denver
yeah.
this year's draft, there's a red lobster just in the middle of Plymouth, Michigan, that looks like no one has ever eaten at.
Yeah.
So we'd go in there and we all pick out our own lobsters living.
Oh, yeah.
They would go back and get it, and then we'd have a game who could stay the longest in the Red Lobster. So we would stay in Red Lobster for 4 hours.
Just like chilling.
Yeah.
Are you like
Or do you
hammering
keep
more
eating,
and more
or
lobster?
do you just eat the one?
do you
Yeah.
eat-
Well, we'd get the combos, so we'd have crab. And,
yeah.
yeah, but the next day of practice was
Oh,
Brutal.
that's sad.
But Red Lobster didn't want you to leave because they haven't had a customer in 3 months. So they're like, yo, please have another one.
Dude, a Boston boy
Eating
eating at
Plymouth,
Red Lobster in
Michigan Red
Michigan, like
Lobster.
makes me want to rip my skin off
so
my body,
sad.
but I also kind of love it. That's fucking.
That was our degree of boredom.
yeah.
But so I got to go with my mom's shake first because that's my favorite.
Okay, so
score the
that's
shakes.
score.
That's score.
Okay.
I want one of those, dude. I saw the recipe. It looked
I
pretty
gotta change
good.
this up.
Yep.
And I'll go past main lobster
Okay.
and shoot
Shoot the chipper bowl.
the chipper bowl.
So lobster's your favorite food, and you ranked it last.
Listen, it's a lot of good things.
Yeah, there's a lot of good
Like
things.
they're
There's a
all
lot of-
good.
yeah.
They're all good.
It's tough.
Fair. Yeah, it was supposed to be hard.
All right, next we're gonna do pass, shoot, score NHL players that you love and are often compared to. Patty Kane, Austin Matthews, and Patrice Bergeron.
These are tough. All right, I got to score Bergie.
Thank
Hell yeah.
God.
Well
dude.
done.
That's the
Well
only.
done,
I was
buddy.
gonna have an
Yeah.
issue with you.
Yeah.
And then childhood love, got to go Patrick Kane for
Shoot.
shoot. And then, new guy, Austin Matthews,
Yep.
played at the program. So that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be switched
He
around. but
smashed his record though, so fuck him.
it's true.
That's true. That was great logic, by the way.
That was
well rationalized and answered.
that was really well thought out.
Yeah.
We almost put in Jack Hughes. Where would he have been?
Oh, he probably, because he's a new guy too, but I probably put him at shoot.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, over Kaner.
Yeah, they blend.
They blend in. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
go.
I like that. That was a good answer. Okay. Last one. Music artists. Okay. I was gonna say you go to a concert, but you can just be listening. Morgan Wallen, Adele, Bruce Springsteen.
Score Morgan Wallen.
Damn it. That pisses me off.
Oh, my dad's going to get mad at me there, but shoot
Do it.
Adele.
Yes, dude. That should have been scored.
I thought it was gonna be.
Adele slaps.
I know.
There's some people love that answer in my Chipotle video.
Yeah.
They love that.
Dude, Adele cooks. Like, that is a
it's
great
true.
answer.
That's actually like not bad pregame music.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Dude,
Agreed.
it's unbelievable. You put Rolling in the Deep on, I'll run through a brick wall right
Sure.
now. It's unbelievable.
But I still like Bruce Springsteen, but I have to pass.
Yeah. We're gonna pass
What's your track for each of them?
Born to Run,
Yeah, fuck yeah. No, for you.
Adele, Someone Like You,
Dude, hell yeah.
and then Morgan Wallen. Oh, I went to his concert in 7 summers, more than my hometown.
Yeah, too many.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the best.
He's gas. Okay, so surprise last one. We're going to do pass, shoot, score, celebrity crush. Sydney Sweeney, Margot Robbie, Tate McRae.
Tate McRae, easy first.
Okay.
Easy first.
Easy score. Easy score.
Oh, easy first.
Okay.
But I love Euphoria, so I got to go
going-
shoot for Sydney Sweeney.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow. Surprise.
She's got a lot coming out, dude.
Yeah, she does.
Madam Web.
does.
She's
Yep.
got the Glenn Powell movie.
Yep.
Shit, all right.
I've seen that trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Half the YouTube views are just Smitty.
So we're passing Margot.
First time Margot Robbie's ever been passed in her damn
Oh.
life, dude.
That's
Do you want to reassess that,
That'll
dude, or are you
put-
happy?
That I mean, dude, no. That's a great clip. Smitty goes viral for that. Couldn't
Yeah.
be bothered.
Yeah,
with
with Margot Robbie.
Unbelievable. But Tate's number one.
Tate's number 1.
If you had a message for Tate that we might be able to get to her at some point, what would it be?
Oh, answer my DM.
Come to a BC game. Okay,
So
that's
good.
easy. That's an easy one.
That was easy.
That's
that
an
was easy.
Before we move on from that, was just thinking with the Jack, Patty, Austin, and then obviously talking about U18s and all that. How fired up do you get thinking about the state of American hockey right now?
It's crazy. I think to look at the program just in general and then as a wide region, I think like to see those names on the list and then see them in the NHL just dominating. It's just like
It's unbelievable, dude.
the U.S. is just keeps on climbing. Then college hockey is crazy now too. That
Yeah,
everyone wants to
outrageous.
come here and
Yep.
play. So it wasn't like that before, and now that it's trending up, and then I mean, as a kid, all you wanted to do was like go to a college hockey game and see the student section. And be
Yeah.
like, I want to play here. So it's like now that games are like rowdy and crazy, like more and more people will come.
Dude, and playing D1 was always a cool thing for sure, but I totally agree. When we were younger, because we're much older than you, we'd go to college hockey games. It was sick, and you'd be like, I want to play here one day. But then as you got better, the steer was kind of like, no, you don't. You actually want to go to play junior somewhere or whatever. And now it's completely different. It's like, no, that would be the dream, actually, making one of these programs and then going from there.
Unreal. Fucking love it. All right, well, dude, you passed that with flying colors. We've taken up a lot of your time. Before we let you go, is there anything you want to plug, anything you want to shout out? I know you got a game this weekend. Maybe tell people to run to the rink for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a good crowd there for UConn on Friday night, so pack the stands for that. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big rest of the year.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, well,
Buy
dude,
Chipotle.
go get a Chipotle bowl. Smitty, thank you so much for coming on the show, dude. You've been amazing, and we can't wait to keep following you along. And obviously, you get out to California, you got to come back on, because then you're in our neck of the woods.
Perfect. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, that was our interview with Will Smith.
Massive thank you.
Beautiful kid. I'm sorry you couldn't be there. He would have loved
I'm happy to be here right now.
Yeah,
so.
he would have loved
Yeah,
you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to kick it into our final segments of the pod and then get into a special pass shoot score.
So excited.
With Johnny. Let's do hottest teams of the week.
Okay.
This is going to be, just for the listeners, we're recording this on a Thursday. Episode will
And it's
come
just a
out
couple days after we recorded the
Wednesday,
last
so
one.
it'll be a little bit different. But hottest teams of the week, hit me.
Okay, so since it's been a couple days, we're not going to redo it. The Stars, Panthers, Penguins were our three from last week. They still haven't lost, so they remain hot as fuck. The Rangers haven't lost still, so they remain hot as fuck.
Haven't played this week, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. You're still at 3. But there's a few new 3 straight win teams to get into the mix. The Washington Capitals, the Philadelphia Flyers, the St. Louis Blues, and
The Edmonton Oilers.
3 in a row.
Haven't lost since the coaching change, 3 in a row. Are they back?
Are they playing tonight also? Are they playing right now?
I don't.
No, they played last
No,
night.
they
Last
played
night.
last night. Big win. Evander Kane, natural Hattie.
Yeah,
OT
to come
winner.
all the way back. That was sick.
Dude,
I
they
was
might be
never
back.
so concerned.
Me neither.
Me neither. I said the same. I said they could suck till the All-Star break. I said
Yeah.
they could suck to the All-Star
They
break.
got hot in this latter half of last year. Like I was saying a million times. I don't think Woodcroft deserved to get fired.
Would
but
you have, what do you think about Woodcroft? We don't have to talk about it, but would you have? Do you like that call?
I think you just got to change the tone in the room somehow,
Yeah.
and that's
Yep.
the easiest thing to do. But even the
Exactly
guys,
what we
I
said.
love that they came out and they were like, he didn't lose the room. Like,
Yep, that was nice.
same.
I think you just
He's gonna
need to
get
change.
hired again
Yeah, for sure.
quickly.
Nightmare situation.
All right, so hottest teams, those are the guys. Top watch, still the same. 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points in 14 games. He's perfectly on pace.
We're happy about that. Friend of the pod goals, no goals in the last couple days. Games to watch. Wednesday, when this comes out, Hawks at Blue Jackets, Bedard, Fantilli. I'm going to watch that game. I'm pretty excited about that.
I love that.
Maybe Canucks at Avs.
That's mine.
Okay, sick game. Devils Wings Thursday, sick game.
Love it.
And Vegas at Stars, sick game.
You got a game to watch?
Wait, this is Wednesday the 22nd?
Yeah.
Comes out? There's 14 games that night.
I know.
It's a basically another frenzy night.
We'll do this 14 Wednesday, no games Thursday, happy Thanksgiving, and then 15
Thanksgiving Eve,
and then
yeah.
15 games for Friday.
Wow.
Sick.
Beautiful.
But Johnny, there's a big game Saturday. You want to give the listeners a game to watch on Saturday?
Yeah.
Let's see.
The 25th.
Saturday 25th. B's right. Oh, okay. I was like, it's got to be that one.
Hey,
You guys coming?
That's gonna be a
Come
great
sleep
game.
over.
we actually should.
Dude,
That'd be
I
fun as
actually
hell.
love that. I won't be. I'll be across the pond.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sick.
But I'll tune in.
Love is sick.
All right. Love is tight.
Love is so tight.
Let's get into pass shoot score with
Wait,
you.
we got a bet on that game, by the way?
Yeah.
Friend
okay,
bet?
yeah,
Friend bet?
Friend bet.
Let's do that.
I'm waiting on this big jump shirt.
Dude, tell me.
So are we.
Tell me about it. But it's in the works, though, actually.
It is. All right. Pass shoot score. Am I starting him?
Yeah, you're starting.
Guys,
You're excited?
I've been thinking about this I've known you guys for how long now? Like 6-7 months?
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably since the day I first started podcast.
There we go.
I wanted this to happen.
You're like, God damn it.
All right. This is exciting for the listeners too because we got a double pass.
Yeah,
shoot
yeah,
score
yeah,
this
too.
episode. All right. Pass shoot score. Johnny Lazarus. Starting you off with our number one mutual love.
of course.
Of movies.
Okay.
Pass shoot score.
I'm like blushing.
The Hangover 3.
Oh, you dick.
Role Models.
Okay.
And Tropic Thunder.
Okay, so Tropic Thunder I've only seen one time.
I know.
And that's a huge flaw of mine, apparently. So I got to pass that one.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
pass.
Okay. We're gonna watch that movie together.
Yeah, can we?
And you're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, this is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I didn't give it a fair shot. It was like a plain movie for me.
Exactly.
In and out.
Yeah.
God
You know?
damn.
It's like the funniest. I think it's the funniest movie of all time.
And you know what's funny about it? Everyone always like makes was it Kirk Lazarus?
Yeah.
They always make the
Oh,
reference
yeah,
to me,
wow.
and I'm like, I don't get it.
You're like, yeah, I know it's that, but I don't really get it.
Yeah.
Hold
Okay.
on. Can we sub in the one I was going to sub in for
Yeah,
that?
do it.
Okay. Refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Recalibrate.
Fresh.
Pass, shoot, score. Hangover 3.
Uh-huh.
Role models. Zoolander.
Oh my God, Zoolander's like my childhood.
Yeah, we know.
That's like prime car movie,
Yep.
like your mom's van.
Yeah.
TV comes down, Zoolander's on.
Oh, God, dude.
But
In the van.
But as I've gotten Chryslers, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
As I've gotten older,
Ours was the Ford Windstar.
Yeah.
That was fucking legit.
on the way to Hebrew school, watching the movie. Okay, so as I've gotten older though,
Uh-huh.
Hangover 3 is definitely my score.
It is
I
still.
know.
Yeah, it's still my score.
Can't believe
And because Tage had the right, like it's all Alan. You
Yeah.
know, like
What's actually-
even the little lines,
Yeah.
like when they shoot Doug in the pool, and Alan's like he pisses his pants, and he goes, "Let's get him a new pair of pants." Like I'm a 32 slim. Bring options. Like
Bring options.
you know, like that's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those little things. You know how many apps I have on my phone? You know how many man hours it takes to download those apps?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love that movie. So that's my score for sure.
Okay.
So I'm now having an issue with nostalgia with like Zoolander,
Yeah.
but role models again, like just Lair in itself.
Oh,
Like
Dude,
so
we
good.
quote that movie almost every day.
you're the king, Wheeler.
You're the king,
You're
really.
the king. Oh my God. I think I have to, but I love Ben Stiller. I'm just, but I love Paul Rudd too. I think I have more childhood memories to Zoolander, so I'm gonna shoot Zoolander
Wow.
and
Okay.
pass
Okay.
and pass role models.
Yeah.
what do you think is the second funniest movie of all time? Because I assume Hangover 3 is your one.
No, my one is super bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, I tweeted like 2 weeks ago, Ted 2 might take over for my Ted 2.
Dude, you are the sequel king, bro.
I like when they tie it all together.
Yeah.
I think it's very creative.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's
I don't
tough.
disagree.
But Hangover 2 is the worst sequel ever.
It's
Super
not
bad.
Yeah.
Ted 2.
However,
Hangover 3.
they give a lot of airtime to Leslie Chow in Hangover
Yeah.
2. And he
Yeah.
has some great, like the quick pump, get mine right, I quote all
Yeah.
the time. And it's fucking
Pretty
hysterical.
good. It's pretty good. Wait, I actually want to. Terrible joke. I'm the only one that finds this funny. Have you guys seen the sequel to Holes?
No, I didn't even know that
I think there
existed.
was a whole sequel.
Yeah. You know what it's called?
Oh, God damn it, dude.
No.
More Holes.
The fact that
I laugh to myself with that all the time.
Zoolander 2 isn't called Two-Lander is the biggest mistake of all time.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
It's unbelievable.
Also, the whole joke, got to shout out my roommate, Rowan Savadon. He loves you guys. Big hockey guy.
Love
and
it.
his favorite joke is like, what's the movie called when they dig all the holes?
Great fucking
Yeah,
joke,
that's good.
actually.
Gets me every time.
That's very good.
Gets me every
That's very
time.
good. Okay, here's your next one. But you're going to have to
Zoolander.
tell me how to pronounce this place. It's sandwiches from, how do I say it?
I don't know.
Ficos?
Ficos.
Yeah, okay. I like where this is headed.
Yeah.
Sandwiches from Ficos.
Uh-huh.
Which one do you think I do for the middle one?
Ooh,
Doing
the middle.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sandwiches from Ficos. Pass, shoot, score. The Italian special, the chicken parm, and the chicken cutlet with mozzarella and pesto.
That's a lock. That's my Sunday day ruiner. You came on the Blue Crew and we were like, not afraid of a Sunday send. You have a sandwich from Ficos, your Sunday and even your Monday is ruined. Ruined. That thing just sits in you.
Are
Which
they
somehow is
huge,
which somehow is
or
a
are they just
compliment.
like-
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 3 pieces of cutlet on each half
Yeah.
of bread.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's ginormous.
Okay.
And I also, it's cutlet, mozzarella, pesto. balsamic.
Oh.
And I add prosciutto.
Fuck, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
you go for it.
I
Yeah.
saw
You
the
really
prosciutto
go.
on
Yeah.
that. I saw you tweeted it like a million years ago.
It's
I fucking
so
found
good.
that in your Twitter, and I was like, dude, there's something because I was looking at the menu and looking at the sandwich, and I was
Yeah.
like, which one is this? And I was like, there's prosciutto on this one.
I already forgot the other 2 places that you named.
you
Like that's
added
or
it.
the sandwiches.
Sandwich. And the other 2 sandwiches were the Italian special and chicken
and the
parm.
chicken parm.
I'm not an Italian guy.
Okay.
Not Italian?
I do
guy.
like cold cuts, but not the Italian.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
So I like a turkey club,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that, turkey wrap. But yeah, I'd shoot the chicken parm.
Do you even dabble with
Yeah.
anything else, though, or do you get that chicken
I pretty
pesto
much just
every
get the
time?
pesto every time.
Dude, I get it. You find your spot
Yeah.
and you find the thing that really makes you tick, and
Yeah.
you're like, why would I dabble?
It's also not close to me. I'm in Brooklyn, and that's in like the West Village area.
Yeah.
So it's only when I'm like in that area,
Yeah.
like on a Saturday or Sunday,
Like, I gotta go
that I would
get
do
it.
so
that.
you can't like Postmates that. It's
No,
too far.
No, it's too far.
Are you
Honestly,
like
probably
that?
thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you like
That
that
would
with all restaurants when you're like, that's my one thing, I get it every time? Or are you like peruse the menu guy?
I'm definitely like a routine-based kind of
Yeah.
guy where I stick to what I know.
Yep.
I am trying to try more things.
Yeah.
But every time you go and you know you like something, it's like, how do I not get that?
And what
like,
a waste when it's worse. I try something and it's worse than my favorite thing there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh my God. So true.
So on the Upper East Side, there's this place called Milano Market, which is like another like FICO's popularity kind of spot.
Yep.
Yep.
They're known for their chicken Caesar wrap.
okay.
I went there, and because they're known for the chicken Caesar wrap, I like almost panicked. And I was like, I can't just get that. I need to try something else. Like I can always come back and get the Caesar wrap.
dude.
And I made my own cutlet sandwich, and I was like, I totally fucked this
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I should have got the
Fucking
Caesar.
disaster.
I
You
fucked
didn't get
this
the
up.
Caesar
I didn't
wrap.
get the Caesar. and I've been
Honestly-
thinking about that decision ever since.
I don't hate that. Being known for a chicken Caesar wrap, that's like the most boring
Dude, I
fucking
love
thing
chicken
I've
Caesar.
ever.
Me too,
bro.
Come on.
They're so good.
I actually make my own. I go to Whole Foods, buy the pre-made kale Caesar, and get a wrap, and I make my own.
I would rather have your homemade chicken Caesar wrap. Than,
no.
Dude, first of all, Caesar salad is like the panic salad. It's like the,
It's your
yeah,
go-to. It's your comfort. It's like The Office. So you throw in
yeah,
The Office
yeah.
when you want to go to sleep. You have
I
a Caesar
guess.
salad.
I guess. I'm not in on this, though. I
Okay.
kind of think chicken Caesar wrap is ass. But
Bad take.
we got to move on.
Cut that red.
Bad take.
No. I stand by that. Chicken Caesar wrap is boring. Boring. Okay. Next pass shoot score. This is activities.
You guys are doing so good with this, by the way. I'm so happy.
Okay. These are activities that make you feel real good. Real tingly
That's the
inside.
category, yeah.
Yeah. Activities that make you feel real
Tingly?
tingly inside.
Where's it going?
Giving your Twitter thread a gambling winner.
Okay.
Making Christmas cookies and snuggling.
Oh, God. I haven't done that yet.
Or
That's Saturday.
having one friend beer.
I almost prefer getting shit on Twitter than giving out something good.
Oh, really?
Because that's what gets my blood going, you know?
It's sick
But
when
that's
you
not
when you
tingly.
throw
That's
out a
like that,
parlay.
you're
I
getting
guess-
fired up. That's you
Yeah.
getting fired
Like
up.
when you throw out a parlay and it hits,
Yeah,
and you're like,
that's a good feeling. Yeah. I've also had so many losers this year
Yeah.
that the winners are like,
yeah,
needed that.
far between.
Save my reputation.
Keep it-
Dude,
be
our
alive.
like first big, I mean, I think it was the frenzy. Like we put out like here are our picks in the frenzy. We fucking went like 80%.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and then there was the next day. It was like 14 games, and we hit like 4.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's how it
"Jesus
goes, man.
Christ. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, oh my God. Really poking at the heart here.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a tough one.
I'm going to pass the Twitter
Okay.
because it's Twitter.
It's just
Yeah.
It's Twitter.
we don't know those people.
It's Twitter. The snuggling and the cookies, depending on the person that I'm snuggling. What was the other one?
one friend beer.
One friend beer? Yeah, friend beer's got to be the score
Has
for
to.
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Because friend beer is forever.
Yeah.
Snuggling and cookies can come and go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, friend beer's forever.
Yeah.
So I'll go score friend beer and pass.
That's a good
Incredible.
call.
Snuggling cookie.
Okay.
We did for the listeners. We have instituted a rule where each of us, at any point, gets to declare one friend beer,
Yep.
and
We're
the
doing it right
others-
now.
The others cannot say no. We have to just have the one friend beer at least.
I think Red missed the friend beer?
We did.
You were there? But you left. You left.
We did the one friend beer at McMullen's.
You quit.
Oh, he was at McMullen's.
Yeah, he was-
But he
yeah.
left McMullen's.
He left McMullen's. He missed the picture.
He missed the pick, but
missed
he had the friend beer.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how good of a friend he is. He had the
Yeah.
friend beer. He didn't even need the pick.
didn't
He doesn't
even
need
need
the
it.
fame, dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the fucking notoriety. He just wanted the friend beer.
Yeah.
He's the best of us.
That's true.
Okay.
I like
Here's
how
the-
there's fucking karaoke
Yeah.
going on now in the CCM Hockey House.
So, Johnny, this next one, for the first time, or the only time ever, I should say, with Keith Yandel, we reversed it because he was such a assist guy that pass was best. He wanted to go the other way. So,
Okay.
for the only time ever that pass shoot scores were different was with Yandel. It was reversed.
Okay.
For the first and only time ever in this category,
Okay.
you have to decide between pass, shoot, score, or sorry, I'll go the other way. Score, shoot, pass, change. You're getting
Change.
4. Change it up is the worst.
And
'cause
you're
you-
giving me 4 topics.
no, if you have 4 things in this category,
Whoa.
so change is the worst because you're not having it out there. Get off the
Okay.
ice. Then pass, then shoot, then score.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The category is called the goat in their field.
Oh my God. This is good.
Yes.
Change, pass, shoot, score. Goat in their field. The popcorn at MSG.
Little Dickie's in here somewhere, right?
Andy Bernard.
Okay.
Hank Lundqvist.
Okay.
And Lil Dicky.
I knew it.
Big Dave Bird guy.
I feel like I have to pass Andy Bernard. What? Just because there's so many other good ones.
But you've declared him as the
but I
best
also-
character in The Office.
But I love Michael Scott too.
Oh
But
my God, dude.
to give someone the
thought
title
that
of
might
best
win.
character
bro,
in The
we're
Office-
talking Hank and Little like those are my white whales.
I know.
I thought Andy might win this, dude.
Really?
And it
Yeah.
got changed up.
Wow.
Have you guys had popcorn in any NHL arenas?
Or wait. You said pass Andy. Did you mean change Andy, though, right? Like, you mean dead last, or did you mean third?
Oh, I meant that last.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so it's
change
We're
up.
changing up on
Change.
Andy Bernard.
Change.
Wow. Okay.
I've had a lot of arena popcorn. I'm telling you, MSG is
It is the best.
Goated. It's
And is
goated.
that pass?
that can be passed because I don't really
Okay.
care about that as much.
Yeah.
No.
Trying to watch my weight. I think for me, score is Little Dicky. I mean, that guy is my idol. I think I would geek out over meaning Little Dicky over Hank, which is like a
Which you've
crazy
done.
thing to say. Crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We got a special guest in studio.
Yeah.
And shoot would be Hank for sure.
Wow.
Didn't
Damn,
win a cup.
Big moment for Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
Here today.
He needs that album to come out though.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
ASAP.
He's about to get. He's gonna
Yeah.
get bumped
That's his
bumped down
cup.
to shoot. Yeah.
I don't know whose album is coming out next, Dr. Dre's or Lil Dicky's. They've both been
He
talking about
promised
it
it
for like
this
20
summer,
years.
and it's
Yeah.
still, I guess it's
And
summer to
it's
him. I don't know where he
Thanksgiving,
lives,
yeah.
but
I mean, we're in almost in December, my
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
But I love him, my idol. Like
Yeah.
the reason I'm here, I think, is Little Dicky.
Sick
On
stat,
this
dude.
earth, or-
Sick
No, like
stat.
doing media stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't live with what if, went for it.
I
Yep.
love it. All right, well, that's pass, shoot, score.
Go in their field, score a little
You did
bit.
a
Yeah.
great fucking job, dude.
Andy Bernard, fuck though, that one's so good, man.
Changed up
He's the
Andy
best.
Bernard,
You did
dude.
dead him,
Damn.
I'm now blank because there's pressure on me right now. I'm blank on the line, but got straight B's. They call me Buzz.
Yeah.
Go to a couple frat parties, down some SoCo.
So, he starts, he goes,
Rally.
got straight A's, called me Ace.
Yeah.
Got straight B's, called me Buzz.
So good. That line's amazing.
He's unbelievable. All right, well, that's it for this special episode at the CCM
Hell
Hockey
yeah.
House of the Empty Netters podcast. Jonny Lazarus, dude, thanks for coming on.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Love you,
you
dude.
too. You'll be on again.
Yeah.
We know it. And hopefully we'll see some of y'all at some of these college hockey games coming up here. Beautiful stuff. All right,
Cool.
boys.